Right, so the situation as it's... Oh, that's right. We took on two other people because we're kind. We're nice people. We say hello to people who need help. And say, yeah, sure, come along. And they're like, oh, thank you very much for your charity. So, situation on our base ship. Wildborn over here. And in the last place we were, we also... I can't believe we lost so many people so fast. Where did they go down? Was it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, right there. Big sads. We've been shedding Colonist this whole time. But I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying the DLC so far. I like our little ship. It's got some legs on it. It doesn't have legs. It's got thrusters. We need to change it a little bit more. I want to extend out the front probably, taper the shape a bit more, expand our rooms. But right now, this is the situation. We have a couple of carcasses that we can butcher for meat. We're more or less living off a very aggressively carnivore diet right now. Living the dream. We have the bedroom over here, the kitchen here, the storage freezer over there. We have a chem fuel production facility here. We have the kind of mess hall in here, along with a couple some storage and such. We've got one prisoner area, one little hospital. We've got a workshop that I want to add something else in there at some point. We have our laboratory and school over here, and then we have the cockpit over there. We don't do a lot yet, but we're building up to it. Building up to it. Hey, Necromancer, how you doing, mate? Now, we have gained and lost people on the regular. Currently, we have 3 colonists. Big sad. We are waiting for Rabbi to stop being affected by paralytic abasia. We also need to... Oh my god. You know what? Actually, I'm sorry, but you're moving down to herbal meds only. You don't need me... We don't need to be using the maximum tend quality for your muscle parasites or gut worms. You're in bed anyway. You spend all day sleeping. We've got Greedy Ballsman over here, who is extremely happy to have Porcupine Quill stuck in their torso. Well, this is their blasted Porcupine Quill. Every time they move, it hurts a little bit and reminds them of their terrible sin that they are slowly paying off. And Azure over here, no Porcupine Quill, less blessed. Menans over here, we are gradually working on. I mean, if we can convert them, they're going to be pretty happy. They're in a decent amount of pain, quite a lot of pain. They're always going to be in a lot of pain, actually. They are especially blessed. Especially blessed. Right, but we wanted to hunt and then leave. We had to put a stop to our previous attempts at hitting a couple of quests because honestly it was just getting too dangerous. There is a strange signal. I can almost promise you that this is the anomaly content. We took this quest, logging sites, hidden structure, all sorts of things going on. We have learnt of the danger of a ruined city, and this is not something I'm going to sleep on next time. We are going to pay very close attention to how incredibly dangerous that is in the future. Have we finished machining? We have. I'm thinking it may be time for us to move on to blowback operation. Let's start researching on that. And I also want to produce a machining table right about there. There we go. Now, other than that, Greedy Ballsman, you've got the pump shotgun. Azure Storm, you've got the auto pistol, which is good. These are the old vac suits, which, you know, we don't... we used to have more. Sorry, yeah, we used to have enough people to fit in them, and we don't really anymore. The overall power of this ship is just ever so slightly more than a single chem fuel generator can sustain. So I keep toggling one off. We fill the batteries, turn it off, we let the batteries drain. And then when they get a little bit low, we switch that over. But the idea here is to do a little bit of hunting. We no longer have a shameful rector, sadly. Maybe do a little bit of mining as well. Maybe. I mean, we've got peeps here who are helping out. We want to do a bit of hunting, get some more bodies in the freezer, and then get a little bit more work done aside. Now, in terms of work, let's have a look in here. Construction is sadly really quite bad. We don't want you cooking, little dude. You are our best tailor by far, though, so the child shall make all of the clothing. Fair. Yeah, we really don't have much in the way of any skills right now. Azure Storm, you can grow. I don't do any growing, so, you know, I don't think that's going to be happening. Most of your abilities are going to be lowest tier because they're things that you're going to do because I've got no one else to do them. And that's it. We're going to need to get out there and do a bit of hunting. What were you doing down here? Where were your... I can't tell what you were up to, but we've got a couple more things that we need to work on. Cleaning and such. Getting all those things done. There we are. Treating all of the problems. You grabbing... Ah, okay. We're bringing in wood. Good. We need to top up our supply of chem fuel. The... engine is ready to go. Oh god, I really dislike that. Okay, no. What we're gonna do is gonna grab all three of you. Draft. We need to take out that warg. That warg is too dangerous, and that's why we lost someone recently. Let's get over there. I need you over here. Go. Let's wait for them to pass. Let's move up a little bit. Psychic sensitivity, hit the warg with slow, hit it with everything else then as well. Actually, you hang back. We don't need you to be forward. Just keep unloading. Shooting level 13 is pretty amazing. Right, there we go. Well done. Have we got any other animals to hunt? We've got a cougar down here and a bear. 2 cougars and a bear, actually. That's... Okay, I'm going to cancel any jobs that you've got around this side of the area for now. I want you to focus on only the jobs at the top. Right, there you go. You're good to go. Let's get ye all inside. Once the machining table is together, I guess I can break down the mechanoid slag chunk. Oh, actually, no. I'd probably need a... I think I would need a forge for that, an electric smelter. All right, let's get you all back inside. But yeah, right now we are pretty much subsisting comfortably on just the hunting that we can do. I think that's all right for now. I might reduce the amount of time you sleep. I'll let you wake up earlier if you want to. You can have plenty of time between... Oh, actually, child does not have mandatory work. I want to make sure that you do have some recreation time. I'm going to increase the amount of recreation time you have. Just a little bit. Smooth that down here instead. I know this seems all very fancy and silly and like it isn't really going to be doing me much good, but I feel that getting these balanced actually pays back quite aggressively. There we go. We've got some mandatory work for all of the adults, but also got quite a lot of... Oh, actually, let me make sure. Yeah, you've got mandatory chill out time as well. You're doing a little bit of learning over there. It's good, good, good. There we go. You're probably not going to be staying with us, but we want to make sure that you have a good education before you head on to whatever you're heading on to. The prisoner does not get a table. It's important that we make them, while we're trying to convert them, we must make them question their faith in God. And what better way to do that than to force them to eat without a table? Why? Why? Some sort of psychic wave. Oh my god. All right, so is everyone inside right now? Make sure. Yes, they are. All right, closing the doors then. You don't need to go out for now. We got everything we need inside. They can work on some buildings. What are we waiting on there? It's probably the steel, isn't it? Yeah, more than likely. They can just get... This is some mandatory learning time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's extremely unfortunate. First and foremost, well done, Bear. It ate a cougar. I approve. Predator on predator violence. Oh, that cougar decided to eat Mitch. Poor Mitch. What are you doing, Dan? Dan, I think you killed Mitch. Let's have a look. Mitch, have you got any gunshot wounds? Oh, actually, no. Dan, good shooting. I'm sorry, Dan. I would love to help you, but unfortunately, no. What do you mean? That wasn't on me. They were the ones that decided to play with a cougar. So unfair. So unfair. Also, hello, Rui. How you doing, buddy? Oh, well, this gives us a bit of time to eat and process food. Thankfully, the temperature here is basically permanent winter, so all the carcasses out there are basically frozen forever. But it is going to need us to make a couple more graves, then, for those silly, silly sausages out there. Ah, well. Truly a terrible time, but oh well. Not a lot we can do. However, we just inherited the weapons, I guess, so... And their meals, too, thinking about it. Alright, most of the muffalo have stopped being manhunter now. The cougar will take a little while. We just need it to go to sleep. Quest called Royal Visitor. We've been given another chance at a royal ascent. Another chance. High Starlock of the Exodus Empire will perform a customary visit with an Archon of his domain upon request. Invite him, satisfy his royal needs for 12 days, and all of you can ride the shuttle to the Imperial Flotilla. You may then join the Imperial Court or escape to a new life amongst the stars. No. I like it, though. But we are going for the Odyssey ending this time round. If we can. That is our goal by far. I could make a couple more meals, I suppose. It wouldn't be terrible, I guess. How many people we got here now? So this is not enough. We need 100 for 10 days. 10 days of food. This would be 5 days of food. So go on. Craft all of the carcasses, butcher them all up, make all the food. Could you also clean up the vomit? That would be great. Hey, Lazarus, how you doing, mate? Welcome on in. Do you know what you're getting into when you take off and fly somewhere new? No, you don't necessarily know what the new area is going to be unless you've already been there for some reason, like you scouted it out at some point. But that's rarely the case that we have the opportunity to. Very rarely the case. Do we brave the outside? Maybe. Right, the cougar's gone to sleep. Now we're just waiting for that muffalo to do the same. Oh, is it? Actually, it's dying. Nice. I mean, you know, sounds cruel, but is kind of nice. So we're going to need to deal with the muffalo shortly as well. There we go, getting plenty of food. How many meals are we up to? 65 meals in total. Right, there we go. Time for us to go back outside. Let's unlock that. Let's unlock this. And hunt this one. Then we'll take out the muffalo as well. We've got plenty of wood out there. Gonna need a load of steel as well. Is there any closer steel to us? There's some compacted machinery there. There is bulk goods trader. Nice. Okay. We've only got a little time at each location before the mech hive realizes where we are and comes for us. So it is always important that we are gathering more material. And I failed to get... I turned that power back on in time. My bad. Just like that. There we go. Power should re-engage. I let the battery drain a little bit too much. All right. At this point, who is the best talkerer? Pretty much no one, I think. All right. Greedy Ballsman. I suppose it's going to be you. Let's go and have a chat. We're not taking on any animals now. Cloth, though. Cloth is definitely something I wouldn't mind taking. Maybe I should start making some dusters and the likes. Got a parka there. Plain leather duster here. At the very least, I could shed these. And this, actually. Maybe I should start making dusters a little bit. I'll teach us pemmican. Don't really care for that one. Construction experience. Ooh. Cooking and construction. This one will teach both skills. I wouldn't mind picking that up. A little bit of extra learning would be nice. I can shed anything that is a relatively low amount. The blue fur we should keep because I'm about to get a lot more of it. Shed all of those. I could shed the chem fuel if I really wanted to. Doesn't really seem there's much of a need though. Honestly, I would take more books if I could. Maybe I should pick up a couple of beers. Yeah, I think our peeps have done well enough to deserve a few beers. Sure. Okay, I'll accept that. Though at this point, I will also make sure that I want 2 dusters, shirts and pants. There we go. I imagine Azure Storm is picking things up from down there. Yeah. There's a lot of moving things around right now going on. All of this meat does create a lot of value for our group, which, you know, is its own problem, I suppose. If we had a much larger freezer, I would store more carcasses, but sadly, no. Could I make a little bit of a Bookshelf. Should be able to. I could just tuck it in there. Is that the bookshelf? Yeah. I'll make a little bookshelf. How are we doing tonight? We're doing all right. Goats could live on a spaceship. No, they absolutely could, but I would need a way of producing food for them. So I would only want to take on a small population of ranch animals once we have hydroponics set up. Please don't bring your animals inside. Really? They're shitting all over my floor. Why would you do that? Someone has to go and clean that up now, and it's not going to be you. Dicks. The other thing I could make, actually thinking about it, would be an extra parka and a toque. I'll do. Oh. Oh no, they only use wools. We don't need to worry about anything like human leather with that. Okay, getting back up there. What's wrong? Use the drug. I used the drug. Such a chemical in the body. A horrible offense against my beliefs. But why did... Yeah. Fine. Yeah, that's going to be an issue now. Oh, they both did it. No. Why? Why was the child allowed to drink a beer? Also, why you don't want to wield a club? Why am I being punished for this? I can't take it off you. Stupid child. Oh well. Group of travelers are passing by. I do quite like the rumor system that the game has now. I think that's actually really, really cool. Why is that just being left out? I have no idea. There we go. At the very least, we're going to get a load of food in here. Yeah, almost up to the 100 that we needed now. Yeah, they didn't want to chat this time. They heard what happened to the last group that stopped by. Sorry. I apologize that your people are so stupid. Must be a great burden on your society. Right, we're up to making more chem fuel. We'd like to try and get a healthy amount of chem fuel stocked up. Caribou self-tamed. That was a mistake, Caribou. A great mistake. A mistake I welcome, but it was a mistake. That's good. We're getting them buried. Nice. Quite a few people are in a bit of a funk right now. And they're leaning heavily on drink. Bit of a rough one. Boomew and Wildborn died. That's going to be a hit for a while. There's not a lot we can do about it for the time being. But I think we are going to probably... Okay. Mechanoids have found us. The mechanoid scanning process is close to determining our location. When it locates your grav ship, it will send a massive mechanoid force to kill you. We'll be long gone before then. This is a complete respite for us right now. We're just chilling out, taking some time, getting back on top of things, bringing the weapons that you can. There's no real big need for it, but that will be... Do we know how long? Yeah, 1 quadrum in 3 days. We've got 18 days before they show up. That's not going to be an issue. In fact, the refugees who are here will have left by then as well, which will be fine. There we go. You know what? I'm going to tell you when it comes to making parkas, I would like this. Make parka. So this one will make a parka out of anything. But what I would like here is make a parka specifically out of wool. If you can. Where's the thrombo fur? Thrombo fur. I'm going to say thrombo fur or wool. Actually, yeah, there's quite a lot of things that I wouldn't mind. Basically, make a fur parka, effectively. If I can make it out of fur, then that's fine. Mink as well. That would be a very fancy parka. Thrombo mane. The furry pelt of an alpha thrombo. It is extraordinarily durable and luxurious. One can almost feel a psychic echo of the animal's ancient story through the gossamer fur. It is used for the highest quality crafts for its insulation and strength. Yeah, we will definitely do that. Any wool and any fur. Or should I really specifically only make these occasionally? You know what? Those are high quality items. We only want 2 of these made. And only care about wool. Like, if it isn't wool, don't count it. This one should be called make wool parka. And it's more important than this one. This one shouldn't care about what it's made of. This is like, if I don't have that, then make it out of anything that I have here. Yeah, that's basically my backup parka. As such, I'm going to say only make 1 of those. Likewise, this is my backup toque. This can be cloth, for example. However, I want a toque that is also specifically a wool toque. Only allowed ingredients up to 60. Only wools. There we go. Make wool toque. So these are for my cold weather gear. And we spend a lot of time in cold. So specifically work on that. This one, cancel that. You can get back to making something else in a bit. As a Canadian, I approve of the use of wool. Wool toques. I'm glad. Okay. Let's pause there. Where are they? We're being assaulted by herons. Herons. Alright, we're locking that down then. Let's get back, Greedy Ballsman, and get back quickly. No one else allowed out. We'll lock it down again. We can leave pretty much whenever we want, so I don't need to worry about that. Just everyone chill out for a bit. The land around us is just doing its own thing. As long as we don't provoke it, we can live here for a while. Though I am starting to worry about how long this takes to build up. We're even getting... It's warming here, actually. Yeah, it's 3 degrees outside. Here we are, making some wool parkas now. Very nice. Have a look at that. It's an excellent wool parka. Little dude is good at the job. Wow. Randy likes birds in this run. First giving ducks, then murderous crows, then now herons. Didn't we also get assaulted by bluebirds at one point? I think we did. Major break risk. So what's the issue here? You're in serious pain. Yeah, I know. That sucks. But, you know, there's not a lot I can do about that one. Sad youngsters. Oh, no. Yeah, that stab scar is never, ever going to stop hurting. I'm sorry about that. There is only so much I can do. Also, why are you... you know what? You can do what you want. I don't mind. I allow it. Now, killing the herons would probably be worth my time. I could easily murderize them from here. Okay, you've gone into a daze. That's fine. You're locked in. That's the main thing. Oh, never mind. I forgot. They don't respect any kind of rule when they're in a daze. Okay, go, go, go. Now we're going to have to fight them in an extremely disadvantageous location. Because the sad youngling is going to cause us issues. Need you to bonk it. Need you to slow it down and pachow. Please. More pachowing. Way more pachowing needs to happen. Good. Continue. Well done. Ah, youngling. This is why you shouldn't have younglings, everyone. They just cause trouble. So much trouble. Ah, we're going to be assaulted by bloody herons. This is how we die. We die to herons. No! It's trying to scoop him up in the gigantic bill and run off with him. Cunning bird. Ballsman, other side. Move. You need to get in there. Shunk. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, some heron claws. I'm in the Scaria, so I'm a little bit scared that we might end up with all manner of nasty greeblies from that. Let's make a little dump zone over here. Corpses only. Lowest priority. Alright. Go back. At least you've dropped the club now, so you should be happy about that, at the very least. So, would you rescue them? Please and thank you. Remember, chat, says James the Dabbler, pelican mouth, perfect size, put baby in to nap. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they were intending to let him nap, though, I'm going to be honest. I'm sure someone's taking care of themselves, taking care of everyone else, not taking care of the kid first. Okay. I need everyone to be taken care of here. No immediate danger over there, so... And then a bit of noms. Now gonna get to taking care of them. Well done, you. You got there eventually. Alright, gonna have a load of cleanup to do as well. Child is no longer incapable of walking. I mean, most of us wouldn't have been scratched up by rabies carrying herons if you had just been incapable of walking a little bit earlier, but alas, here we are. Where are you going? Nature running. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, meteorite. Sandstone. Haven't seen a meteorite drop in a long time. Thank goodness, getting the place cleaned up. God, there's blood everywhere. Alright, let's get those decaying corpses over there. I don't think the corpses will bother them because they're animal corpses, but I could be wrong. Okay, fully healed. Nice. Keopa's not in the best place, though. Also, sorry, you got up, you lost your bed. Them's the rules. I'm doing a bit of mining now. Alright. That's good. We definitely need that. Have you named the ship? Yes, I have. What does it say? It's the Gravit. Oh. Where do I see? We had named the ship. Yeah, the Event Horizon. It just doesn't say anywhere for some reason. You know, a nice, good vibes only name. Mm-hmm. Good vibes only, chat. Only ever good vibes. What do you mean starvation? The herons not worth butchering. They've got rabies, so those are rotten. As you can see, rotting. One of them, the meat was salvageable, and we did bring that one in for butchering, but the others not so. It's been a very long time since you could, like, you know, a manhunter pack was basically free food. Scaria ruins the meat, sadly. Granulum pods sprout. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. Ooh, I want... Could you even have a granulum pod, like, tree growing on your ship? I can only assume you could not. That is a purely for a stationary colony build, I feel. Oh, it's going to take you ages to recover from that. Seed can be sold, that's true, yeah. Does contribute to my wealth, though, while it's here, but you're right. Sure. We'll go grab it, then. That is a reasonable use. The child is over here mining. I did tell you to mine, didn't I? I should not. I apologize. I'm very tempted. Like, the problem is we've got like 0 social skills. There is no point in having a shameful rector other than making people less sad about not having one. But I'm really hopeful. I mean, you've got some... Could I? No, I'd need to convert you. You're no better either. This is not an ideal situation, for sure. Let's have a look at your... How are you doing over there? Gutworms. You're actually close to being done with the gutworms. Same with the muscle parasites, actually. Probably only 1 or 2 more treatments before you're done. That's nice. Right, I'm probably going to take Greedy Ballsman and Azure Storm. Once Greedy Ballsman is back to full health, we're going to go and kill off the Muffalo out here. We want their fur for future parkas. Still need to make another wool parka and another wool toque as well. But right now, we're kind of just in a holding pattern, I'm afraid. Yeah, I don't think that there would be a way to plant the tree on the ship foundation unless there's special rules for that tree. But only the stuff on the foundations comes with you when you leave, so would not be ideal. Let's see what we can do. We want to get as much of that as we can. Azure Storm has finished the machining table. Fantastic. Right, first things. Shred, mechanoid, or drone. Do forever. And then now... helmets. Make X times helmet. At least 2 of these available. Up to 60 quality. Normal to legendary. Only make it out of steel for the time being. Always make sure we've got some steel helmets available. Yeah. On that note, make sure that these are making good versions. There we are. That'll do. Could you haul... no, really? No empty spot left to store it? Wow. Alright. How many blocks have we got then? Hello? Got 105 granite blocks. We can comfortably make some of those then. So, granite shelf. One there. How about no to that? Oh, well. Let's make smaller ones here and here. And just hook these up. Blink. I need a lot more storage on this ship. We've got 67 grav plates. I guess I could afford to throw down some more. Where? I'm thinking probably out the back here. Move the thrusters to the sides. Shimmy these down. Maybe move that further back. That would definitely be something we could do. Right. Well, the moods have started to improve at the very least. So what's the... Oh, the problem is I can't give them things to wear. I don't think. Or can I? Can I force you to wear... No. Can I get you to wear it? Oh, actually, no, that was the wrong thing. Can you wear this? Yes, you can. Okay, not too bad. Drop that. Oh, I can make them drop things. Okay. Bird skin duster. Do we have another duster? Go pop these pants on as well. All right. Actually, you know what? I can probably... No, I can't do that. Okay, so I can't make them do this, but I can get them to wear the better clothing that we've got. That'll work. I'm going to need a duster. Do I have another duster? I do. Pop on this one. At that point, I want you to drop this and the visage mask. You're getting 1 out of that, but a -3 because of ratty apparel. Drop the visage mask. Drop the steel club. Let's have a look. Okay, that actually worked out way better. Never mind, we have a lot more control over them now than I'm used to. Way more control over them than I'm used to. All right. Out here, I'm also going to want to set up only things with hit points lower than 50. And it should be apparel. Only allow tainted apparel and non-smeltable. But you're allowed to take pretty much all of this. Well, actually, no, it has to be also clean apparel. But it has to be relatively low quality stuff. Hopefully they will carve that out there. We will make this a critical priority. No fresh food. That way they should dump any gubbins that there's just no point in me keeping. We'll see. I can always create a little fire to burn stuff off if I really need to, though. Yeah, we can make the ship bigger. It's a resource-intensive process, though, so it's not something I do recklessly. Quality poor. Can I get that to come over here? You know what? I've told you to only bring stuff over if it's low quality. Sorry, low hit points. So hopefully you will. We'll see. As for other tattered apparel, Azura Storm, what's your deal? The cloth sash. No, take that off. And furthermore, I no longer want worker to wear anything below 50%. And only normal to legendary items, please. There we go. Dropping off all of the most rubbish gubbins. We're low on storage space, so I don't mind getting rid of this right now. I just don't want it clogging the place up. All right, you're the only one now that has got tattered apparel on. You're gonna have to wear it. I'm not gonna make kids' clothing specifically here. We don't have enough materials for that, I don't think. Ooh. Enemy from the Toxic Society. Herbal's Rebel is crashing transport. If he survives the impact, he will be badly wounded. I can capture him. Do I want to? No. It's a waster, which would be a problem for many reasons. I can capture him, restore him, and then release him. Really Ballsman, if you could go and grab him. I love this map though. This is so cool. Yeah, I often find that I'm kind of torn between going to 50% or like 51 or something, or 55%. Schwalen, who said, with 50%, you risk your pawns dropping below that on their way for replacements and getting unhappy. But the unhappiness more or less goes away the second they replace it. It's not like a lingering unhappiness like some things have. I wonder if I could now release you. I could hemogen farm. No. We will release you as soon as we're able to. And then we will leave you behind when we leave. In 14 days. Yeah, we landed on this tiny little spot of land. Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. But that actually gave us a good chunk of development points for our... that's probably the wrong person. There we go. 8 of 10, yeah. We're going well in that regard. Right, you're off. Begone. On your way. We've patched you up. You're free to go. I will say, as much of a pain in the backside as the guilty meme is, Wow, you can develop your ideology quickly. You get a lot of development points for just not being a dick. Imagine that. In the world of Rimworld, that the war crimes is not always the optimum solution. Ah, yes, releasing the naked psychoid-dependent person in the frozen tundra. That can't possibly go wrong. Look, that's on them. Right, the next time you two are here, we're going to go out and going to take out a couple of the buffalo, I think. We definitely want that wool. Got very little wool remaining now. We've got very little food remaining, actually. Right, greedy ballsman. Everyone's going to tuck down for a sleep. That's fine. Got 14 more days. And we can pretty much leave at any point now. I would love it if we could wait at least until you are converted, though. You're almost there. And once you are there, you're going to get a table. Yeah, I know. Crazy. You'll be allowed to eat off a table like a civilized individual. Alright, let's go. We're heading out on a hunting party. Sadly, it looks like I cannot break this down. Yeah, I'd need to smelt it. I can't shred it. I was hoping that I would be able to shred that one, but that's fine. Alright, there's only 2 of you, so let's do this carefully. Go for it. Well done. Move up. Mark that one for hunting. Actually, it's not like combat extended. We don't need to worry about ammo, so you can just unload on it. A little bit of extra training. Alright, what other animals we've got over here? The other 2 muffalo right up there. Let's go. Really? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, time to leave then, I guess. Are you heading back? You are. Good. Right, we are heading back, so... let's get out of here. I'm hopeful that our guests will be fine coming with us. We'll see. No, you're not leaving, actually. In fact, you're staying put. Come on back, everyone. There's no reason for us to stay any longer. We've got Mech Hive on its way. We've got a raid right here. We can just leave. Right, you're almost back. So yeah, getting a smelter is going to be important, because that'll be a very solid source of steel. And with that, I'm going to say we are good to go. Now, I'm hopeful this isn't going to cause them to get stressed. We're not kidnapping you. We're just moving to somewhere safer. Expected quality is 21%. That's not great. All right. But we are going to be heading out. Let's get the ship ready. Azura Storm and Greedy Ballsman are going to be the pilot and co-pilot. Let's go. All right, where are we headed? We've got quests down this way. It's an ancient stockpile. We've got various landmarks around. We could possibly even just land near you and do some trading. What was this landmark? Ancient uplink. Ancient smoke vent. Okay. This area contains an uplink used for communications with a low-orbit satellite. Hacking the uplink will reveal a hidden location in orbit. This area has a number of massive exhaust vents. An ancient mechanism buried deep beneath the earth will occasionally vent large amounts of smoke, blocking out the sun for days at a time. I've got a medicine stockpile and a lake. Ooh. An ancient warehouse. May also contain dangerous security systems. Yeah, no, we've learned our lesson. I could potentially also land on one of these sites. What have we got down here? That is an abandoned colony. No, we've learned our lesson. Are there any biomes that we haven't been to before? Oh. Ruins, junkyard. Wow, okay. Decreased animal life. We don't like that. Oh, the dumping ground for various kinds of junk. No. I want to be somewhere with some animal life at the very least. What do we have here? Plateau caves at Sunny. Clear weather is much more common. Oh. Dry lake. Rough finger salt flats. Ancient chemifuel refinery. Lake with an island. A large body of fresh water encircles one or more islands. Medicine stockpile. I think we go for the medicine stockpile lake. It's not going to be as good for wildlife though, because tundra is a little bit rough. Alright, I think either that or we go to one of these sites. This is a steel mining work site. I mean, I could land there. There's 5 people on site and 640 steel. That would allow us to do some pretty big upgrades. You know what? Sure. We're heading over there. We're going to see how this goes. Maybe this is going to be a bad choice and we're going to die, but damn it. We're going to make the choice and see where it takes us. I love that animation so much. The thing is, I can just land on a bunch of them if they're alive. Attack begun. Your grav ship has landed at steel mining worksite and is ready to begin the attack. Where are they? They are bunkered in the mountain. Most unsatisfactory. I could drop down there. Loads of steel and other gubbins over here. Now I wonder if you like built out platforms and then put turrets on them and then encased like put some cladding around it between the turret and the ship wall, whether you could effectively put ship guns on it. Like if you imagine I built out the flooring over here, put a turret there, but then encased it in granite wall. So it only had a forward firing arc and thus also a forward explosion arc. And then I put like a uranium slug turret on it. Like a heavy bore turret. And then I would just land facing whatever I wanted to attack and just let the ship just gun everything down. That might actually be viable. Let's land about here though. Let's land in such a way that my peeps are somewhat safe-ish. Somewhat-ish safe. About there will do, I think. Confirm landing zone. Wow, we didn't have a negative event. 6.7 days cooldown. Okay. There's a torch lamp with a skull on it. Okay. And Peeps running outside. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's go. Got people running for their lives. I should have landed on the house. I should have landed on the house. It's absolutely what I should have done. Why didn't I land on the house? Explain to me why I did not. Right. Gonna need you to slow them. Just unload, please. Come on. Need better shots than this. Slow. Good shot. Okay. Really need you to be better at this. Move. Another slow. Move up. Can I get you to equip that club again? I can. Gonna need your help here. You shouldn't be missing. Stop missing. My lord. Okay, go for them. Need another dunk. Draw back, draw back. Move. Alright, you are equipped. You're drafted. Move out. Need them behind you. You there. You there. You in the doorway. They are equipped pretty much only with melee weapons, so we've already taken down 2 of them. And there were only 5 in total here. But they are going to fight to the death. Oh, no, they're not going to fight to the death. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. How badly wounded are you? Barely. Go, go, go. Okay, don't shoot over the shoulder that recklessly. Are they going to get away? No, they are not. You're good. Also, you can drop that steel club now. Alright. Done in 7 hours. Mining. Ooh, you are a keeper, I think. You are, in fact, a keeper. No. No, we are working one at a time here. One at a time. No negatives, but I don't think we're going to... How long will it take me to convince you to join us? It's going to take a long while. The reason why you're saying, like, why not trade if it's better than the one you've got? Okay, so perfect is the enemy of good. Yes, they are a better pawn than the one we have, marginally, but they are better. However, it's taken us an age to get this one to the point where I can convert them. To start that work over again, why would I want to do that? You know, then I'll find someone else who's better, and then I'll have to start again and again and again and again, and I'll never actually end up with anyone. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough. The one that we've got is good enough. All right. We've got a lot of stuff to do here. And we want to set up some graves. Okay. can probably have you... Okay, so... Remember, chat, we're the good guys. We're the good guys. Okay, fine. We will tend them if we can, and then we'll release them naked into the wild. They didn't even attack us. This is the crazy thing. Is we attacked them. So this is such a surface level. Yeah, no, we're helping. At least we didn't just leave you out there to die. It's like, yeah, about that. About that. I am really, really tempted. Kind body purist. You're going to be released. I am shockingly tempted, and thus I think we'll try. We will try to have 2 prisoners. We've got plenty of food. So I think we're in a position where, I mean, if nothing else, this will afford us an opportunity to train up our social, if nothing else. Could you take care? Yeah, there we go. Storm, yeah, okay. Everyone is now taken care of to some degree. We need to clean up all this blood everywhere, but... Look, we're even feeding them. Oh, we're so good. We're such good people. Never ever before has there been people as good as us. I think we're going to need to expand out the prison, though. That much is clear. However, with the steel that we're going to have on this map, that is something that we can do. So, let's mark this out. So, I'd want 2 beds around here. So the walls would need to be something like that. Bed there, bed there. That would work. On this side, I could expand out this as a freezer. And move this whole section down a little bit further if I wanted to. Good reason to do it. I could even have the thrusters then embedded slightly in that wall. I think that would work. And make this area much larger. So we would have... We'd build this out a little bit further. Maybe move that thruster down a bit. Could have a door here. So the thruster could sit there. Yeah, I think that works. Let's mark where the thrusters are going to go. So thruster there, thruster here. Thruster here, thruster here. This would be wall there, wall there. And I'm thinking we just take this whole section back. Yeah, this would give us quite a lot more space. The freezer would grow enormously. The hospital would grow a little bit. Have another hospital bed there. This could move back. I could move you down here, and I could get a smelter in here as well. And this could then become a bit more of the engineering room slash sort of thing. Though I would want to be able to access the engines. So let's move this all the way back. Maybe actually. Yeah, that should work. So that's going to be our plan for the expansion. Now, until I've got the steel, I'm not going to start building it because, as we've seen, we hemorrhage a plate if we do that. If I need to leave before I've finished building it, then I lose it, which sucks. Have you dropped your... Yeah, good. Yeah, the new planning tool is perfect. It doesn't need to be more than this. It really doesn't. Oh. Oh. That's good. That is good. A load of work was just done. Ultimately, you want 2 types of prison. It's going to sound very, very, very questionable, what I'm about to say. But you want 2 types of prison. You want one prison where you're trying to impress upon... Like, if you want to recruit someone, you want to show them how great your colony is and how great you are and how nice you are. If you want to convert someone, you want to show them how bad life can actually get. You want to show them that their belief in their current ideology is doing them no favors. God, their God, doesn't care about them, because if they did, they wouldn't let the terrible things happen to them that are happening to them happen. So you effectively want 2 different types of prison. One which is literally just a box, probably covered in the blood of other people, maybe force them to eat their friends. You know, no light, only beatings. It's the most extreme expression of good cop, bad cop. You put them in the box and feed them their friends, whilst their friends are alive begging for mercy. And then when they're completely broken, you show them, well, look what your God is giving you. This is awful. Our God, we're living a great time. This is amazing out here. Look at how many of our friends we're not having to eat right now. And then once they start to question themselves, then you move them to the nice room, where it's like, look, you've come to understand the truth of the universe, and that is our God is the best God and can beat up your God. Now that you've accepted that, you're welcome. You just have to make the choice to be one of us. And look at how great this would be. Look at these fresh bed linens that aren't made of your friend's skin. Okay. Now, of course, that's the sort of thing you do if you're the average Rimworld player. We, of course, we're already guilty enough, so we would never do such a thing. I'm just telling you what we did probably at some point in the past, and that's why we're so guilty and why we have to help people now. The Parker, hey, mate. How you doing? Thank you so much for the 7 months. All right, let's bury these people. What? Rude. You don't convert our people, we convert other people. This is not how that works. All right, now we need to fix a bunch of stuff up as well. All right, okay. Boom rat no longer incapable of working. There you go. You can walk off now. Bye-bye. Enjoy. Bye. Bye. Have a great time. Try not to die on your way out. We'll feel bad. Thank you for your cooperation. Right. We need to bring a bunch of gubbins in. Like, so many gubbins. To that end, let's start by placing down the floors. I'm going to say, let's start by building this section out. That's the first part. Good thing this is a not dark Aavak run. I know, right? Imagine how terrible it would be if this was a dark Aavak run. But you have now been converted, so it is time to recruit. Time for us to get you on side. Oh, let's try and build a bed in there, another bed. Also, we're going to need a couple of plants chopped around this ship. There we go. Oh, wow. Well done. Who is that? And what do they do? Someone is being resplendent. Also, Frisian, thank you ever so much for the 48 months, mate. Diolch en fawr iawn. Ah! Give me a second. Gotta log me into Streamlabs now. Delandra, thank you so much. Maybe a name sometime. Well, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. Also, Quantum Reagent with the 10 gift subs, bringing your total up to 830. Dude, that is crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you to both of you. That's incredibly kind of you. Incredibly kind of you. Oh, no, we're botching it. These are expensive things to waste. Why? Why such botch? Big sad. You know what? Bring in the pemmican. At least we can store it somewhere. That was incredibly kind of both of you. Thank you so very much. And we should definitely see about getting a name. Though, it's gonna be a little bit of time, I think, before we get to the point that they join. That being said, remind me, chat, in case my streamer brain leaks out all my memories, as it is known, wants to do on occasion. Did I use the training things yet? By training things, what do you mean? Is there something I should be looking for? Didn't I buy something? Oh, the books. Yeah, they've been using that as recreational tool. They've been using that actively. If we have a look at Greedy Ballsman, for example, it'll probably still be in recreation somewhere. Yeah, reading. 16% there. We haven't done any with Azura. You haven't done any. Done with Cerebral there. Learning, you're doing actually quite well. Find a book and read. So far, only Greedy Ballsman has, in recent time, read the book. But the sort of timer on that is quite short, so quite a few of them have been reading. I've seen a couple of people reading here and there. Right, let's try and get all of this sorted. We are shedding these plates way too fast, unfortunately, but what can you do? At least when they botch it, it seems that they're only botching the steel. I can live with losing steel. We can absolutely live with losing the steel. It's losing the plates, which would really suck. Not sure that breaking down that vending machine is going to get us anything, but we'll see. Okay. Now, popping our face in here should reveal a bunch of steel, if we're lucky. Next person who gets up, I will go and have a look in there. Philandra, I've been watching since the first Robocraft, they said. That is a long time. What was that, 10 years now? Alright. Azura, I would actually prefer you to pop down here. Claim this. I'm going to have you walk inside. Okay. This is all mine now. And ooh, do I dare do this part by myself? No, I don't. Let's get all my fighters down here. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. We don't go through random doors without first making sure that we got a bunch of people ready to cover the exit if we need it. Oh, okay. Nothing too bad in here. All right. I don't think we're going to pick these up, but I mean, Mega Sloth wool bedrolls, actually. You know what? Deconstruct them. Sure. But otherwise, you're good. Bring them back on board. Batteries are slowly charging up. I would prefer them if they were charging faster, I'm going to be honest. So I'm really tempted to get a little bit more oomph out of them. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I love how ambiguous Twitch's warning is for the stream. Will I watch something with mild violence or swearing, or has Aavak turned into a hot tub streamer? Oh, is it talking about the mature audience? Yeah, Rimworld is marked for its mature game. To be fair, in Twitch's defense, I did just stop having a conversation about how the best way to convert prisoners is to first convert them to your ideal religion by giving them the worst experience imaginable, i.e. sticking them in the box that is barely big enough for them to crouch inside, whilst feeding them their still living and crying friends and forcing them to sleep on a bed made of their friend's skin. And then when you've converted them, take them to the nice, like, Norwegian style prison where they can just chill out on bed eating snacks and playing console, and then, you know, recruit them that way. So in Twitch's defense, I feel that that is probably just reasonable. It's a reasonable warning. All right. In Twitch's defense, Rimworld does something to people, okay? I can't imagine why Australia banned this game for a time. Yeah. Minor break risk. A distress signal. Okay. I don't think we're going to be going to that one. That's just life on the rim, man. First we break the mind, then we break the body. All right, now that we've got that, gonna want this to expand out to here, then across, then down in that particular order. Also gonna want power moving through here. So hidden conduit all the way up, I think. Both sides. But yeah, Rimworld is not it's not a game for good people. Rimworld has issues. I adore the fact that we now have a deconstruct conduit button, though. Oh my good lord, that was needed. We've needed that for so long. So incredibly long. Actually, you know what? That can still run across the ship. Yeah, you don't have to be, you know, indulging in war crimes. It's just pain is a better teacher than pleasure. It's unfortunately just the way that life is. We don't make those rules. We just learn to exploit them. It's well understood. Pain is about 7 times more effective at teaching something than pleasure is. The fact they have it's about 7 times says a lot. Get those scooched across. That's the Lazoon good. We've still got 25 after that as well. Right, now that we've done that, it is time to... Can I move this? I cannot. That is a shame. That is a dire shame. But what I can do is plonk you here and move this there. We are then going to pull down walls. So orders, this light is going to move. Reinstall that over the top there. This light is almost certainly going to move as well. Reinstall this one over the top there. This one can be right at the back. You see, as much as we talk about war crimes, game approves. The game is rewarding us. Randy likes it when we're efficient. It's still the same colony, yeah. So I missed a bit. Are we still going towards a Reaver crew? We are not going towards a Reaver crew. That is not our objective. The Extreme Wolverines, a Baron of the Exodus, recently lost a scouting party to a pack of 19 manhunting Wolverines. I'm not messing with bear ferrets. Mind you, 17 Glitterworld Meds is tempting. A grenade for Chaos Masterwork. Oh, that is really tempting. Psychic Shock Lance is better, though. Psychic Shock Lance would actively make survival more likely for our peeps. Oh, a big part of this is so that we can put in a... Okay, now that we've got that, I think we can safely deconstruct you. We're going to be placing in an electric smelter in here. Steel door there, steel door here. Get rid of these. Actually, I should probably be making the internal walls out of stone, if I'm honest, but oh well. Right, how much of my food stocks did you go through? You went through a lot, little dude. How did you fit that much inside you? We're gonna probably pop you there, pop you here. We're gonna unlink these and instead link those. This is going to... Actually, we're going to pop that one there instead and break this one down. And I believe the power conduit running through here we can then tear up. Okay. This expands our space in here a lot for storage. It doesn't need to be quite as everything everywhere all of the time. Right, we're actually in a place where we've got berries and such. It's been a long while. Let's set up some harvest orders. Good lord, this mountain though. Let's get some veggies. Also some yayayos. Actually, you know what? I'm being silly about this. Let's just pull this all the way up. And I can still have that one going through here. And some lights down here. Wolverines are a problem, I feel. Wow. Why's that battery so low? Ooh, that's a bit of a worry. That was a tad bit of a worry, yeah. Right, now that's done, we're taking this away. They can hop into that bed now. This was a big upgrade for us, though. It was well worth dropping in here to pick all of that up. How long until we can leave again? Another 2.5 days for the engine cooldown. I would very much like to add in more. I mean, another chem fuel generator there would be perfect, but it is tricky. I guess another thing I could do is I could actually have these surfaces over here, and then I can move the power over on this side. It would mean I couldn't expand my prison yet, but that's a possibly better use to get a little bit more oomph in here. The other thing would be to add solar panels onto the ship itself, which might not be a bad call. Though I would need to research solar panels, which we haven't done yet, amusingly. Though I could it'd probably be easy for me to just scooch in another chem fuel generator somewhere. Yeah, a larger medical wing is on the cards. Right, what we want here, smelt metal from slag, do forever. But I do not want this done from too far away. Only from nearby. And as such, I will then make a zone, a dump zone, around here. And I'll just do this every time I land somewhere. And this will be specifically for chunks, mechanoid slag chunks, steel slag chunks. There we go. Are there any mechanoid slag chunks around? Possibly not. I will mark the entire map as being good for hauling, though, and then... Oh, yeah, we've got some mechanoid slag chunks around here. Useful components are missing, so there's no point of us going for that one. There we go. All right, we've only got 25 more plates, which is an issue in and of itself. How many bricks have we got? We've still got granite available, so let's go ahead and make granite shelf here. Now, question is, which one do we go for the upgrade on? Solar flare, really? Oh, that's just rude. I might have to deal with you. Although, right now, you've got plenty of food, so you're not likely to go for me, so I'm kind of okay with it. But hopefully the solar flare doesn't last long, because we don't have the energy, we haven't got a cooldown yet, so we can't just bounce to the next location to get somewhere where it's going to be cold and move away from the solar flare. I think that would probably work still. I could be wrong about that, but it used to be that things like solar flares and the likes were very much site specific, site local. I'm gonna need another one of these. I really am. Sure. Let's pop that in over here then, and pop in another battery. I will pause this one for now. Let's try and get another chem fuel generator up and running. I want another one of these as well. Morning, Rosand. Yeah, it's going to need 100 steel, which we might... Yeah, we definitely have. Do we have the components for it? We do, yes. Okay. We'll do a little bit more component mining, though, all the same. Ah, does this require a certain level? Ooh, does that require a certain level of construction? Glacier's psychic. Let's have a look. Wants to perform a low power test of one of her ship's area attack weapons. If it does, a psychic suppression wave will reduce the consciousness of all females around the steel mining worksite for 6.7 days. Since you're the local landholder, under Imperial law, Glycus needs your honorable permission to proceed. This is absolutely worth me doing just before we leave for the honor. And then we just bounce out of the area. Being a nomad is amazing. But let me just have a quick look. Does that require poop? It does. Okay. So I can, however, build a wood one. So I'll build a wood burner for now. Certainly not ideal, but it'll work for now. Alright, let's have a look at your social. Quite good there, down to 21.6. We desperately need people who've got social skills. Nice aurora outside. Let's get that on the go and then start making, loading that up with wood. We're gonna need plenty more wood chopped. Let's get on that. Oh, that aurora was not long lasting, was it? Oh, they're still doing a bunch of harvesting as well. That's fair. Actually, I can deconstruct this building. Deconstruct these ones as well. We'll get a couple of bits and bobs from it. Have a look at your needs. Learning, you've maxed it. Nice. Or almost. Are we still limited to small hops? Currently, we've only got the small thrusters, and still, I think you can only have 4 of them. Does this tell me? I think there's only allowed 4. Yeah. Oh no. Grav range. Substructure support. Doesn't say. But I'm pretty certain that there is a limit to that. Alright, there we go. Let's get this on the go. Batteries are powering up now. I feel that it is by far more effective to use chem fuel as the power supply. Because that generates 1,000. This... Oh, actually, that generates 1,000 as well, but... I feel that the chem fuel generators... just having a single fuel source it just feels more effective. Ooh. Actually, maybe don't do that then. Don't bring any roofs down on yourself. I only wanted that just to get the wood that we needed. Stop trying to convert my people. Absolute scallywag. Right, we're ready to launch. Nice. Okay, we're going to chill out here, though. Take some time, build up our supplies. We are way low on food now. So I am going to want to make sure that we get that back up if we can. Also a little bit worried about our guests. Yeah, they're... Guest departing... Oh, wow, I picked that at the right time, didn't I? Okay. Copus thanks you for allowing him to stay at the Event Horizon landing site for these 18 days. He is now moving on with his people. Keopus says he won't forget what we've done. Alright. My stuff. My gear. Oh well. Well, that is done now. We can, at the very least, uninstall the school equipment. Gonna move this. Reinstall that. Kind of makes sense for it to be in here, though. So I'm gonna pop it. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. It can stay there, I guess. But this is going to be a chem fuel reactor once we get the opportunity to. Yeah, I took them with me. Took them into space. Huh! Reform Ideologian! Quest complete. You successfully completed the quest for Forsaken Travelers. They're gone. And you have enough development points to reform Butlerian doctrine. Reforming allows you to do one of the following: add a meme, remove a meme, change a structure, change style. You can also make unlimited changes to precepts, deities, narrative text, and other symbols. To reform the Ideologian, open up in the Ideologian tab. Yeah, you can now build shuttles. I don't know how that would work in terms of like having a shuttle on your ship, but definitely is something you can do. It is most definitely a thing that can happen. Actually, no, that can stay there. I'm probably just gonna, again, I can't do this one. I can eject the fuel and rebuild this down here, which is probably what I'm gonna do. That being said, this is a lot of steel to have lost, so I'll probably wait until I can make a chem fuel one, and then I'll just keep that. However, in the here and the now, I think, yeah, we're going to reform the Ideologian. However, it is tea break time, so we're going to take a step away for a couple of minutes. In the time that I'm away, we will have our peeps do some hunting. We need to get a decent amount of food. You know what, with this much wildlife, we'll leave a breeding pair of both. There we go. We could even do some fishing if we wanted to, but we are now back down to 2 active people, 2 prisoners, and Rabbi, who is only 5 days away from the paralytic of Beja. Ah, praise be. Okay. This is not too bad. We're doing all right. Now, I will let you watch. We'll drop a quick save just to make sure that everything is okay. Hunt Len Quest. we will pop off from here. We'll accept the quest. Let's just make sure how much time we've got on it. Yeah, 6 days. That's fine. We'll pick up that quest just before we leave. We'll do a bit of hunting first. We'll allow them to use their stuff. We'll get some honor on Greedy Ballsman, and then we'll jump to a new location, which will hopefully leave us free and clear. However, in the meanwhile, enjoy. I shall be back shortly. Don't miss me too much.